Is this the greatest one-season wonder in Premier League history? When West Ham United signed Dimitri Payet from Marseille in the summer of 2015, few could have predicted the seismic impact he would have on the club and the Premier League. By the end of the 2015-16 season, he had established himself as one of the most electrifying playmakers English football had ever seen. His dazzling dribbles, pinpoint passing and breathtaking free kicks left defenders helpless and fans in awe. In just one campaign, Payet elevated West Ham to new heights, guiding them to a 7th-place finish and their highest-ever Premier League points tally at the time. Payet wasn't just effective, he was magical. Whether it was his stunning solo goal against Middlesbrough, his ridiculous free kick against Crystal Palace, or his jaw-dropping Rabona assist, every touch of the ball felt like a moment of artistry. His 12 goals and 15 assists in all competitions barely scratched the surface of his influence. He was the heartbeat of Slaven Bilic's side, pulling the strings from midfield and dictating play with an effortless swagger. But it wasn't just West Ham fans who fell in love with him. The entire league was mesmerised by his brilliance. He was named in the PFA Team of the Year, won West Ham's Player of the Year award, and even forced his way into France's Euro 2016 squad, where he continued his spellbinding form on the international stage. In just one season, Dimitri Payet didn't just play in the Premier League, he took it by storm. His impact was so immense that even today fans still wonder what could have been if he had stayed longer. West Ham's gamble. When West Ham United signed Dimitri Payet from Marseille in the summer of 2015 for just £10.7 million, there was excitement but also uncertainty. Payet had been an exceptional player in the French league, particularly under Marcelo Bielsa at Marseille, where he finished the 2014-15 season with more key passes than any other player in Europe. Despite this, some doubted whether he could replicate his brilliance in the fast-paced physical environment of the Premier League. West Ham, under manager Slaven Bilic, were looking to make a statement in their final season at Upton Park before moving to the London Stadium. They needed a talisman, someone who could elevate the team and provide a touch of magic. They found that and more in Payet. From the moment he stepped onto the pitch, it was clear that West Ham had something special. Dimitri Payet was born on March 29, 1987, in Saint-Pierre, Réunion, a small island in the Indian Ocean that belongs to France. Unlike many French footballers who emerged from major urban centres, Payet's roots were far removed from the high-pressure football academies of mainland France. Growing up in Réunion, Payet played for local clubs as Saint-Philippe and JS Saint-Pierroise, where his natural ability was evident from a young age. However, despite his talent, his journey to professional football was far from smooth. At 12, he moved to France to join Le Havre's youth academy, a club renowned for developing top talent. The transition was difficult. Payet struggled with the physical demands of the game, and after 4 years, he was released due to concerns over his attitude and work ethic. Returning to Réunion, many feared his footballing dreams had ended before they even began, but Payet refused to give up. He joined AS Excelsior, where his performances reignited interest from French clubs. In 2005, he earned a second chance in professional football when FC Nantes signed him, marking the start of his journey in European football. Payet made his professional debut for Nantes in 2005, showing glimpses of creativity and skill. Despite his promise, Nantes struggled and were relegated in Top 7, prompting Payet to move to Saint-Étienne. At Saint-Étienne, Payet developed into a key creative player. Under Christophe Galtier, he improved his decision-making and finished the 2010-11 season with 13 goals and 6 assists. However, he was involved in a heated altercation with teammate Blaise Matuidi in 2010. Despite this, his performances earned him a move to Lille in 2011. Playing alongside stars like Eden Hazard, Payet excelled at Lille. In the 2012-13 season, he registered 12 goals and 13 assists, cementing his reputation as one of Europe's top playmakers. His success led to a move to Marseille in 2013. At Marseille, Payet became one of France's most exciting players. Playing under Marcelo Bielsa in the 2014-15 season, he flourished in an attacking system that suited his strengths. He finished the season with the most key passes in Europe's top 5 leagues, demonstrating his world-class playmaking ability. However, financial issues at Marseille led to his departure in 2015, and he signed for West Ham United for around £10.7 million. It was in the Premier League that Payet would truly announce himself on the world stage. Burst on the Premier League scene. Payet's debut Premier League season in 2015-16 was nothing short of extraordinary. He quickly became West Ham's talisman, mesmerising defenders with his dribbling vision and stunning free kicks. He scored 12 goals and provided 15 assists in all competitions, helping West Ham secure a 7th-place finish, their best Premier League points tally ever at the time. His unforgettable moments included a breathtaking solo goal against Middlesbrough, a stunning free kick against Crystal Palace, and a Rabona assist that left fans speechless. His performances earned him a spot in the PFA Team of the Year, and he even forced his way into France's Euro 2016 squad, where he played a starring role, scoring crucial goals and helping his country reach the final. The Premier League has seen its fair share of players who lit up the league for a single unforgettable season before fading away or moving on. Some left due to injury, others due to transfers, and a few simply could not replicate their magic. But among these fleeting stars, one name stands out: Dimitri Payet. During the 2015-16 season, Payet didn't just perform well, he completely transformed West Ham United, elevating them from a mid-table side to European contenders while capturing the imagination of the entire league. Payet hit the ground running, making an instant impact in the Premier League. His first goal came in just his 3rd game, a sublime curling effort against Leicester City that showcased his effortless technique. He followed that up with a stunning brace against Newcastle, displaying his composure and clinical finishing. Unlike most playmakers, who take time to adjust to a new league, Payet played with confidence and arrogance as if he had been in England for years. His ability to dribble past defenders, create chances from nothing, and score outrageous goals made him the focal point of West Ham's attack, the free kick maestro. While his dribbling and playmaking were mesmerising, it was Payet's free kicks that truly set him apart. He quickly established himself as the best dead ball specialist in the league, scoring some of the most outrageous free kicks in Premier League history. One of the most memorable moments of his season came against Crystal Palace in April 2016. From 35 yards out, Payet unleashed an unstoppable dipping free kick that soared past the goalkeeper and into the net. The technique was flawless. He made it look effortless. The commentators and fans were left in disbelief. Was this the best free kick taker the Premier League had ever seen? It certainly felt like it at the time. Another iconic free kick came against Manchester United in the FA Cup quarter-finals. From distance, Payet curled a stunning strike into the top corner, leaving De Gea helpless. It was the kind of goal that made opposition fans applaud. One of his most famous assists came against Watford, a ridiculous Rabona cross that Michail Antonio nodded into the net. The audacity to even try something like that, let alone pull it off in a competitive game, was proof of his genius. First taste of European glory. Payet's brilliance propelled West Ham to one of their best ever seasons in the Premier League. They finished 7th with 62 points, their highest tally in the Premier League era at the time. They were in the hunt for a Champions League spot for much of the season, an unthinkable achievement for a club that had finished 12th the previous year. Though they narrowly missed out on the top 4, Payet had transformed West Ham into a side that could compete with the best. One of the defining moments of the season was West Ham's final game at Upton Park, a thrilling 3-2 victory, again against Manchester United. Payet was instrumental once again, pulling the strings as West Ham staged a dramatic comeback to give their historic home a fitting farewell. West Ham fans believed they had a superstar who could take them to new heights, but it wouldn't last. After his phenomenal season, Payet was rewarded with a new 5-year contract worth £125,000 per week, making him the highest paid player in West Ham's history. However, things quickly unravelled. The 2016-17 season started poorly for West Ham. Their move to the London Stadium proved problematic and the team's performances suffered. Payet, who had starred for France at Euro 2016, cutting through defences with ease, returned to West Ham disillusioned and unhappy. By January 2017, tensions boiled over. Payet refused to play, citing personal reasons, and demanded a transfer. West Ham fans who had adored him felt betrayed. They had embraced him as their hero, only for him to walk away at the peak of his powers. West Ham were left with no choice but to sell him back to Marseille for £25 million, a move that left a bitter taste in the mouths of supporters. Dimitri Payet's 2015-16 campaign was a level of brilliance rarely seen in the Premier League. While many players have had great individual seasons, few have been as magical and influential as Payet was for West Ham. Here's why his season stands out. Unreal free kicks. perhaps the best free-kick taker in Premier League history for that one season. He wasn't just a highlight reel player, he delivered week in, week out. West Ham's best ever Premier League season. He carried the club to new heights. Pure entertainment. He made football fun to watch. He belongs in the conversation with other one-season wonders like Michu, Amrozaki and Roque Santa Cruz. Stay tuned for videos on these legends. During his time at West Ham, he wasn't just a goal scorer, he was an artist, a player who made even neutral fans fall in love with his game. West Ham United has experienced a mix of highs and lows since Dimitri Payet's controversial departure in January 2017. Initially, the club struggled to fill the creative void left by the Frenchman, enduring a difficult transition under Slaven Bilic. The 2017-18 season saw Bilic sacked and replaced by David Moyes, who steered the Hammers to safety before being replaced by Manuel Pellegrini. The Chilean's tenure brought optimism with big-money signings like Felipe Anderson and Sebastian Haller, but inconsistency led to his sacking in December 2019. Moyes returned and, despite initial scepticism, guided West Ham to a remarkable sixth-place finish in the 2020-21 season, securing Europa League football. The following campaign saw another strong performance, with a seventh-place finish and a Europa League semi-final run, where they fell to Eintracht Frankfurt. Declan Rice emerged as a talismanic figure, while signings like Tomáš Souček, Jared Bowen and Vladimir Koufal played key roles. The 22-23 season was more challenging domestically, but West Ham triumphed in the Europa Conference League, defeating Fiorentina to win their first major trophy in over 40 years. This victory secured another European campaign, though Rice's departure in 2023 marked the end of an era. Moyes rebuilt with additions like James Ward-Prowse and Mohamed Kudus, keeping West Ham competitive in the Premier League and Europe. Despite struggles and managerial scrutiny, West Ham has evolved into a resilient club, achieving European success and maintaining ambition in a new era.